Hey guys! So, I am taking you with me to tell you a story of a chicken coop. It is, January 2nd? And it is a rare 30-degree day, so we're taking advantage of that. But I wanted to tell you the story of our chicken coop, our second chicken coop, and now kind of our third chicken coop. Kind of, sort of. So let me take you over to our chickens here. So this is where our chickens are. And when we first got them, we figured we'll figure out the coop later. That was last year. Jake got COVID. I was sick. He was sick. So we ended up getting this prefab coop right here. And it's done pretty well for us. But it says, you know, it can house 8 to 10 chickens. My chickens disagree. So when Jake switched jobs, he had an idea to get a shed and turn that into a coop. So we started this in October, guys. We started this in October. It's now January. So we got a metal shed. We were going to insulate it and get it all up, make sure it was grounded, all that fun stuff. We got the walls up, just had to get the roof up and then ground it. Well, then Jake had to go back for another week of training. And randomly, right while he was gone, we had one day of 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. I'll insert pictures here of what that did. So what we decided to do was take the sides of that shed, add it to a wood frame, build our own door, and make this their chicken coop. So we got that all done almost 2 weeks ago. So we say, okay, let's get the chickens moved. So we open the door, we're taking all the snow off of the top of our current chicken run, and we're just gonna basically pick up this chicken run, move it over there, and get them all moved in. Easy peasy, right? So we're trying to figure out how to take this prefab coop out of there. And I'm gonna take you around the backside. And we thought, you know what? Let's just cut a hole in the hardware cloth. We can slide that out. And then we'll deal with it. So I cut the hole. It's probably like a 6 to 8 foot hole in the back of the hardware cloth to get the coop out. And then we start attempting to move the run. This thing was frozen solid to the ground. We poured hot water on it. We got all of the pegs and the stakes out of the ground. This thing wouldn't move. It took us an hour to get one corner out. And we only had about an hour and a half left of daylight. Hi, Sassy Fressy. Hi, sweet girl. Oh, is that you? You're so pretty. Hi. She likes to help. Earlier, she was in Jake's hood, helping him staple. So after I had cut this giant hole in the hardware cloth, we realized we weren't going to be able to move it in any kind of daylight because we just didn't have the time to do it. It's still cold, even though it's like 30 degrees. It's still cold. So I zip tied it all back together. Here's what we were left with. So this is the zip-tied I almost feel like it's a Pinterest nailed it competition thing that we ended up coming up with. Just to try to protect them for about a week. I went on Wayfair, ordered a new chicken run, and it was actually cheaper than this one, and it's bigger. So let me go take you for the grand tour of our new chicken coop. So I didn't quite realize how much bigger this was. It's like 10 by 13 or 9 by 13, something like that. They're going to be so happy though. So much more room for them. And I'm going to put in a little dust bath spot for them in here. They're just going to be so much happier overall. And then this is what we ended up building. I'm going to zoom you out so you can see everything. And Jake built everything other than the metal. The metal was the walls from before, so we need to get some pine shavings in here. But we got their little roosting bars there. It's almost like a little bench. Got some good ventilation up here. And guys, it's so warm in here. The other day when it was like, I don't even know, negative a billion, we hung out in here to warm up. It is so much warmer in here. But we've got a decent amount of ventilation still, because we don't want them to have humidity build up. So this is going to be their new home, hopefully later today. The only thing we need to do is put the chicken wire and the tarps over the top of the run here. So yeah, it's been an interesting ride. But hopefully they will be much, much happier. Hopefully I can show you that in like an hour. We have a vet appointment for Cody at 4. So we got to finish this up, get the roof on, get the pine shavings in, move their food and water, and get them over here. I think we can do it. Hey guys, so it's been a little bit since the chickens were put outside in their new coop, and I want to take you out and show you. So we had a couple of apples that were kind of going bad, getting all bruised up on our countertop. Our house gets really pretty humid despite our dehumidifier. It's a very energy efficient house, so things just kind of stick. So I am taking, oh Lord, I'm taking stuff and making a mess, throwing it all over the counter. So I am taking these couple of apples that were getting kind of bruised up, cut them up into little pieces, and then I had bought them some scratch corn, and I'm putting that on top of the apples. It's a beautiful sunny day. Slightly warm today, which is really, really nice. So, apples and scratch corn, and I'm going to take you out there with me to say hi and show you how they're adapting to their new coop. So, it's taken them a little bit of time to get adapted to their new house. They kind of had to figure out what was going on. Moving homes for chickens can be very, very stressful. They like routine. So it was stressful for them in the beginning, and then they had to figure out kind of their new pecking order almost in the new home. But let's take a look here. I gotta open up the gate. Hi, girls. Hi, Mommy's got treats for you today. And the super sad part is my girls have decided to start molting in January. Like, why? Right? Do you guys want treats? So as you can see, it's very covered. Hold on while I put these down. Hi, my Gracie Lou. All right, let me flip this over. So here's my girls. That's my Gracie Lou. Can't say I have favorites, but okay. Look at her right there. I believe that's Helen. Yes, it is. That's Helen. And she is molting so badly. Like, she looks so skinny. Her head is just bald. CJ is doing it as well. Dottie right here. They kind of had to... Why they had to figure out how to do this in January, I have no idea. But as you can see, we have all of the sides covered. They're not 100% covered, but enough to cover them from the snow, super cold winds, all of that kind of stuff. They got their feeder in here and their waterer. They're adjusting to the coop really nicely. Let me flip it. We can get you a better shot of them. They love their treats. They love them. There's Ethel. Mabel, be nice. This one right here, the super dark sapphire right here, that's Mabel. And she can be kind of a bully sometimes. Right, Gracie Lou? Yeah. So one of the big problems we're having... Oh, this is a disaster. One of the big problems we're having is a couple of them don't like sleeping on top of the roosting bars. And so they sleep underneath, including CJ and Gracie. So they're really quite dirty. So they may need baths. Yes, I said baths, Mabel. It's actually not too hard to bathe a chicken. I'm going to step back and let you see them a little bit better. Look at my girls. They're so happy with their snacks. They're so happy. Hey, be nice. Dottie, that was not nice. It's okay, CJ. You go by Gracie. CJ and Gracie Lou protect each other. That's why you will never see Gracie with a bald head or pecked feathers or anything, because CJ sticks by her side and protects her. But they're pretty happy in here, I think. I think they're really enjoying having more room. They're definitely enjoying having a bigger coop. They've already kicked out all of the nesting box filling, so we're going to be readjusting that. It just needs a bigger lip. What are you guys doing over there? What are you doing? Franny, you be nice and you let Gracie get some. Franny, be nice. Gracie, go to the other bowl, baby. There you go, right by CJ. CJ will let you get some. So, let me show you the outside. I'm going to close the gate here. This gate, while still a little difficult to close, especially with hardware cloth on it, and trying not to stab yourself in the fingers with it, this gate is so much easier to close. But they are mostly covered in there, and they've got a good roof on there, which they didn't before, and it caused a lot of wet chickens and a lot of mud in there for sure. But they now have, I would say, twice the room just in the run alone. And in the coop, they probably have 10 times as much room. So I hope they're happier. This took so many months to do, and it was so frustrating. But the whole plan was for good, happy chickens. We don't want to see the hardware cloth camera. Show me the chickies. They're starting to lay again. So the thing with chickens is if they are stressed out, especially in the winter with the colder days, the shorter days, things like that, they stop laying. So we'd had a couple of eggs, but after we moved them, they pretty much just stopped laying. We'd had like 3 eggs. And now they're starting to lay again, which I'm super excited about. We haven't had fresh eggs with the super cold temperatures for quite some time. So I'm very excited about that. I need to walk out to the mailbox. I really don't want to, but thanks for hanging out with me and seeing our coop, our brand new coop that took so long to get here. I'm gonna go pay attention to the driveway because it's very icy, and we'll see you soon.